I got something in my eye. All right. So the DD deck. The DD deck. It is one card short of where it needs to be. Right now, I don't know how many. I forgot how much changes I made off stream, but I have found a way to get the deck. Microphone's way too close. I have found a way to get the deck to work better than it did previously. A lot better. I don't remember what changes I made again. The one change I remember, this was a recent change, is the addition of Serene Psychic Girl instead of Parallel Teleport. And the cool thing about Serene Psychic Girl is she is actually just Esper Girl. It's an older version of Esper Girl. What is the significance of that? You see, DD Trainer, DD Crazy Beast, Guy Greffer, who is notorious for being in a lot of DD card art, and Gaga Go Gigi Gaga Go Go Gigi Gago, and there's a different dimension portal right there. She is an honorary DD card. She is part of the lore. She is in this card, therefore she was in the DD dimension. I actually don't know if it's supposed to be different dimension or dark dimension. I thought it was dark dimension because of this guy. But I looked up, and like on the wiki it says it's dark, a different dimension. The wiki says it's different dimension. But this says dark dimensions. I don't know. It's probably different dimension. Anyways, the idea is normal or special summon this card. Let's say you do it with let's say you start with emergency teleport. You can emergency teleport, summon Serene Psychic Girl, then use her effect to special summon Mind Procedure. Then, depending on what you have in your hand, you can either search for another emergency teleport or go for teleport fusion. If you have teleport... Okay, so here, I actually did like a solo game where I banished... because Serene Psychic Girl requires you to banish a card from your hand. And I had one game, it was a solo mode game against like a bot, but where I had Necroface in my hand. So I was able to banish Necroface for Serene Psychic Girl's effect. And then special summon Mind Procedure as well as banishing the top 5 cards of both my deck and my opponent's deck. And then I think I already had Teleport Fusion in my hand, so I have searched for Emergency Teleport. And they can go into like this card, and then bring back a card, and then Synchro Summon again. Because if you have Teleport Fusion, you can like Synchro Summon into Silent Psychic Magician, then Synchro Climb to go into Psy Frame Lord Zeta. And then you can use Teleport Fusion to banish this card and this card to bring out this card. And I had one duel where I then had Chaos Mirage Dragon. So at this point, I got to this combo by using Teleport Fusion. So I got out, so I had Absolute Axon Kicker on the field, and I still hadn't used my normal summon. And this card and this card were banished. So I then normal summoned Chaos Mirage Dragon, returned this card from the banishment, and then Synchro Summoned into Psychic and Punisher. So I was able, I actually have been kind of consistently able to get both Absolute Axon Kicker and Psychic and Punisher. However, the one, I think I've already mentioned this before, but the one card I need to really complete this, to really get all the options on the table, to make so it can just fully combo. Psychic Blaster Mark II. You can target one banished monster, special summon it to your field. That alone, really good in this deck, because this deck banishes a lot. During your main phase, you can banish one monster from your graveyard, then target one other face-up monster in the field, banish it, then gain life points equal to that banished monster's original attack. But you can only use one per turn, but you can do this during your opponent's turn to banish one of the, to disrupt their plays, and then during your turn, revive the monster. So this is a good extender, and also a good way to keep its disruption, keeps the life points up. I don't think we really need to worry too much about life points, but we do have we do pay a lot of life points. Which cards pay? Like this card pays life points, right? No. This card does. This card doesn't. But this card does. And this card does. And this card does. I don't think this card does, though. A lot of cards... Oh, this one gains life points. We have a good amount of cards that pay life points. And it is useful for a Psychic End Punisher because he gains attack equal to the difference between you and your opponent's life points. But if we do get Psychic Blaster Mark II, then this deck is going to be like actually decent. I'm not gonna say it's good. I'm not even gonna say it's competitive necessarily. But it's gonna be playable, at least. Like this isn't like a deck you'd really take to ranked if you want to win, I presume, because ranked is just, you know, like the skill level of decks is like just ending off on these two probably isn't really enough to win sometimes, especially with some of the decks going around. Like if your opponent super polys, it's over, or a kaiju or anything like that. I think even just targeting removal. It's very well, I guess I guess not even these monsters, just anywhere along the combo line. If there's any disruption, it falls apart. If your opponent hits you with an Ash Blossom or a Droll and Lockbird or what else? I assume Ghost Ogre probably works on one of them. I don't know which one, but probably one of them. Maybe Mind Procedure. I'm not really too sure how Ghost Ogre works. But there's a lot of ways that combo can be stopped, and if it gets stopped in any way, it's over. So, we need one more UR. We have two we can dismantle. We have the Earthbound Immortal Whale and a Dominus Trap. And I don't really... Honestly, the one I'd feel worse about dismantling would be the Whale. But it should be fine. So what we're going to do... We have 1,000 gems. We're going to craft one of these cards. First, we're going to dismantle you. I guess you. And I guess that's actually it, because this gives 15. Then you can craft this card. This should. There we go. All right. I need my assault mode cards. And I bring myself to dismantle this card. I'm actually not sure. I probably have to. But, because Gen X, the modern Gen X cards are like, there's a lot of URs, right? Because Gen X is cool. The new Gen X stuff is really cool, but there's a lot of Like there's the new stuff, which is probably full of URs and SRs. And then the all the old cards also have like there's a lot of unnecessary URs and SRs in that deck. Like a lot of the synchros where they're like impossible to summon and not very good, but they're still URs because at that point it's like they cared less about ranking, giving cards rarity based on their strength, and more so just if this card is a boss monster, it should be UR, regardless of whether it is strong enough to justify being a UR. You know, like there's some like for example, was like the ancient Flamel deity. Like that card does not need to be a UR, right? But they made it a UR because it's like the super boss monster of the Flamel deck. It's like their strongest monster. So of course, if the strongest monster in a deck should be the UR, if it's their boss monster, even if it's not strong enough to justify having the same card rating as something like Max C. So you have to deal with getting um, all the high rarity cards for just the baseline stuff that absolutely has no right to be as high rarity as it is, and then get all the cards that are actually deserving of being UR. Do I need that card? I don't. Wow. Okay, I don't need that. I don't think I need Krishna either. Because multi-universe is also a UR, right? It's at least an SR. And this card's like okay. It's good, I guess. Card in the field zone. Like, there's just definitely a strategy that can probably use this, but all I know, my only experience with this card is I have like a wind deck in real life, like a pure wind deck, and I have to use I use this card for a little bit because Divine Wind of the Mist Valley is limited to one. So I thought, oh, I can have this card. So if I get Divine Wind out, and it gets destroyed, I could use this as a way to get that card back. So it's like it's not really an ideal situation to use it in. But the problem is if you have like two copies of this card and one copy of like Divine Wind, it feels like 9 out of 10 times you end up with like Divine Wind at the bottom of your deck, and then both of these cards near the top, and without any field spells in your graveyard, it's this card's completely useless. So, which again is not the ideal way to use it, but I already have a negative impression of that card. I'm like biased. Interesting. Also interesting. I have enough of that. I have enough of that guy, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I have enough of that guy, I think. Please. Give me. Come on. I'm not playing that. I'm not that evil. I'm not that heartless. There's some bit of soul in this heart, or heart in this soul, or whatever. I mean, like theoretically, yeah, it's just like this. Yeah, I could put this card in my Rizabel deck or my DD deck, but like I don't know. I don't know if I need that. I don't know if I need it. You know, one psychic synchro plus one psychic. Like I don't know. Like it's you can't be destroyed by card effects is pretty good. I'll consider keeping it. I don't know. Like I feel like if space wasn't an issue, I would definitely put it in both of those decks. Oh, oh no! That's good. That's really good. I'm hoping I'll get the what's it called? The assault mode, like the new synchro, the UR one. But I don't know if I really need it. I'm fine with the assault warrior guys. I just, oh my god, I don't think I need that. So I can get rid of, oh gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. That's good. So, and also 1, stop doing that. I don't know why I'm clicking on them. 1, 2, 3. And I'll have to check to see if I can get rid of these guys. I don't know about Black Salvo. I'll have to consider that one too. I don't think I have anything that can use because I was looking at I was theory crafting an Ally of Justice deck, and this card would be useful in that. But the amount of URs and SRs you'd need to get that deck to work is actually insane. And the funny thing is, it's one of those like it would use there's like that new Barrel Dragon card, um like some motor cards, like the Morganite cards, like a bunch of just dark machine support. And it kind like from what the test hands I've looked at, it kind of works. It can synchro summon, it can do stuff, but it's the actual Ally of Justice cards are like how do I describe it? Like passenger princess type characters in the deck. I don't know how to make sense of it. Like they're there, but then they don't really do anything by themselves. Like they just get hard carried. Like I you're not seeing the deck obviously because I had to like screenshot it and upload it and that's too much work. But there's like a new Barrel Dragon card that it's not out yet. I don't even think it's out like in print in America. But I think it got released like earlier this month. It got announced at least. And what that card does is like it could be normal summoned without tributing if you control no cards, and once per turn you can search for a dark machine monster, which is crazy. So it's probably going to be a UR. And then there's also Motor Kaiser. Can reveal this card in your hand immediately after there's You can reveal this card in your hand immediately after this effect resolves. Normal summon one dark machine monster. So that allows for more stuff to be summoned. And also, oh, I forgot. It also uses what's it called? I know what it's called. I don't know why I'm saying what's it called. I know exactly what it's called. Assault Synchron, just like a free special summon. So this card, like Motor Kaiser, what's that other card called? This card, banish one dark monster from your graveyard, special summon one monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard that mentions engine token. So you can like do something. You could like for example, let's say you normal summon an Ally of Justice monster, then reveal Motor Kaiser to summon himself, then use 2-for-1 repair job to banish the Ally of Justice, to special summon another one of this guy, and then go into Cyber Dragon Nova and then Cyber Dragon Infinity. Like that's the level of usefulness the Ally of Justice cards have. Is they're kind of there. The fact that they're a machine monster, like it's kind of like a dark machine. It's like it kind of fits with some of the other cards, but like they're only there because some like they are dark machine monsters that are sometimes tuners, and I guess just have levels and can be used for synchro summons. But other than that, it's like the deck I crafted. Also Morganite. It had all the Morganite cards. Actually, I don't think it had Guilt Gripping. It had Time Tearing and Succumbing Song, and also just Morgana herself. So just to try to mainly just for Time Tearing, just to get Time Tearing as fast as possible. So you can get like two normal summons, maybe a special summon from Assault Synchron, and then another normal summon from Motor Kaiser to hopefully maybe get enough cards on the field to and also like so Motor Kaiser, Morganite, Assault Synchron, this card to special summon another one of these guys, and the Barrel Dragon card just for free searches to try to get the combo slightly more consistent. All of that just to be able to sometimes summon enough cards to actually summon some of the Ally of Justice Synchro monsters. And pretty much all it does is it just summons some of the Synchro monsters, sometimes if you get lucky. And like that's it. Like there's no like further plays. It's mostly just summon Ally of Justice Synchro pass. Because it takes that much effort and that much life support for the deck just to summon the monsters that like just to summon its own boss monsters, it needs to be on like hyper mega life support. And I think that's kind of funny. So I don't think we get rid of this card. I think we need another one of these guys. Like 2, 2, 2. Like that's fine, right? I don't know if I need this card though. This card is special, so you can set when Assault Mode activate from your hand deck or graveyard can be activated this turn. You can discard one card, add to your hand, or special summon one monster from your deck that mentions Assault Mode activate. Except Synchro monsters. So the question is, do I have magical? I thought I had magical bestiary in this deck. I guess I got rid of it. So would you be able to synchro summon this card and then go into a different synchro monster, or is it just Junk Warrior or Assault Mode activate, or a card that mentions either of those cards? What do you mean if you control Assault Mode activate? Like it's not like a continuous trap or anything. Yeah, I was wondering if that card had like an effect that would be like, this card is always treated as Assault Mode activate. That'd be crazy. But no, that's not the case. So, does this card need... Okay, we might not be able to summon this guy. I don't know why you have him in here. So maybe we get rid of this card, put in a second of this guy, and then like get rid of at least one of them. We could have it as an option. We could craft one of these, then. I could craft this card. I just don't know. I'm gonna have to like do some deck tests to see if this like helps in any way. Because it seems like it's I don't know. I don't know how to, because like you go into the effort, you get all these cards out to go into a synchro monster, and it's not really like, I don't know, maybe this card's like allows you to go into a, because like you'd think if you're playing Assault Mode, if you summon a synchro monster, you'd want it to be a synchro monster that you can go Assault Mode with, right? Do I have two of these? I do not. Do not have two of these either. Could be annoying. All right, let's craft some SR stuff, or dismantle and then craft. And get rid of 1, 2, 3. What rarity are the Malefic cards? Let's dismantle these for now. I want to check. I bet it's a lot of URs and SRs. Like it's Malefic. This is the best Malefic card. Or it's Sin, as it's called. Sin is such a cool name. It's sad you can't call it Sin Territory and like Sin Red Eyes Black Dragon, and those are cool. Those are really cool names. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting, actually. Interesting. You don't even really need this card. Like, this card's kind of a bonus, honestly. Very interesting. Like, this card's good, but I don't even know if you need many of those. Okay, so okay, let me do something real quick. Let me actually check something real quick. We're going to I might actually I'm considering getting rid of this deck at some point. I don't know. Like, it's good, but it feels like it's too far removed from the original concept of, like, I mean, there's this guy, that divine dragon, that divine dragon, this guy's kind of related to the theme. That's pretty much it, though, I guess. It's mostly those guys. I'm just gonna at least copy it over. We can delete it. So it's saved. The deck is saved. We can always bring it back. But let me just check to see what a Sin deck would look like. So obviously you would need 3 copies of this. I guess the problem, now that I think about it, like, immediately now that I think about it, is these cards. Okay, oh yeah, these cards are the problem. Okay, oh yeah, that's right. The actual Sin cards themselves aren't the problem. It's the cards that you need to have in your deck to summon the Sin cards. All right, I forgot about that. Like, I have Blue Eyes White Dragon at least. Oh my god, this is gonna be annoying. I probably do not have Rainbow Dragon. That's also, of course, that's a UR. You know, it's impossible. Like, is Rainbow Dragon even possible to summon nowadays? Like, you'd like to think that Rainbow Dragon is, like, summonable now, at least. Like, I mean, this card's there. So it's like 1, 2. Like, you need at least one of these guys. I have okay, I do have Sin Stardust. So ideally, you might want to have like 2 of some of these cards. Maybe not. Because, yeah, because Sin monsters have the, yeah, there can only be 1 Sin monster on the field. And you can overcome that with this card. Yeah, this card lets you have multiple. So you can spam a bunch of them on the field. But if you don't get this card, you're screwed most of the time. Banish 2 Malefic cards from your graveyard. I don't know how they're going to get there if you're early game, because ideally you'd want to just get this card as fast as possible, then get the field spell, search for some of these, get some of these dragons, spam a bunch of dragons on the field, and then just try to OTK. But it's like there's like always like a consistent, because in theory this deck is pretty powerful, but it suffers from, like, how do I actually get the cards that I need, and then it suffers from like Earthbound Immortal syndrome, where everything relies on, it's like maybe I'd call, like, Pyramid of Light syndrome, that a lot of these early boss monsters tend to, well, it's not even that early, but you know what I mean. Like Pyramid of Light. I guess even what's it called? Like Illusion Tower of Chaos, Dark Illusion Tower of Dark Castle Illusion. What's it called? There it is. Castle of Dark Illusions. Like, the guy who used this card where it's like, oh, you can't see my monsters because I have Castle of Dark Illusions. You cannot, it's too dark. You can't attack my monsters. And then he destroys the castle, and then, or he destroys, like, he makes it fall or something, and then he crushes all his monsters. Like, that ideology of, like, all my monsters are immortal and invincible, and they're way too powerful. Oh, you hit my weak spot. Oh, they're gone. Oh my gosh, I just lost. It's good. It's like cool for, like, anime moments where it's like, aha, I figured out your secret. Here is your one weakness. No. Like Exodia Necros. Like, you know, where it's like Gozaburo versus Kaiba in the digital world arc, where it's like, oh, if I just banish one of your Exodia pieces, your invincible monster dies instantly. I feel like in that specific case, they're pretty tongue in cheek, where it's like, oh, that's pretty easy. But there's like a lot of those like anime boss monsters where it's like, oh, if there's a specific thing you do, or if you get rid of this one thing, everything instantly dies. And since Sin is one of those like funny movie, super big bad guy, he has to have his, oh, you defeated my only weakness. Everything's gone now. Rah! Power of friendship. Ah! Or like the Pyramid of Light, where it's, oh, if you destroy my Pyramid of Light, all my Sphinx monsters die. No. But having that obvious weak point doesn't work if you're, because it's not like it works in the anime where it's like, oh, this is a magical thing, I guess. And maybe the effect, because like in Pyramid of Light, it's not specifically just they all get destroyed, right? There's like some weird magic nonsense, and I haven't seen Ties Beyond Time or whatever it's called, but I bet it's more like all the dragons return to normal now that Sin World is destroyed. Oh, my evil dragons are no longer brain controlled. Yeah. I bet it's like that, where it's like technique. It's not like just, oh, this card destroys everything, I'll get rid of it. Like, oh, I just read the card effect. It says destroy this card. It's more like, oh, I figured out the secret to your magic. But again, actual card games, you can just read the card and say, oh, it just says get rid of this card and you win. Okay, I'll just do that. I can just do that. That actually seems kind of good. I feel like I've had a situation. Well, no, I was thinking. I was thinking I've had situations where I've needed to move a card from the extra monster zone to the main monster zone. This could probably be useful. And then I remembered it's Zephyrath. Because when you summon, I bet this wasn't a problem when like pendulums were initially released. I think I've already talked about this, but the fact that Zephyrath summons itself to the extra monster zone, like it gets rid of all of your cards, and then it puts itself in the extra monster zone. So, like all your Zephyras go to the face up in the extra deck, all your Zephyr pendulums, and then Zephyrath gives you another option to pendulum summon. You can pendulum summon again, which would be really good. It would be such a good effect if it weren't for the fact that he's already taking up the extra pendulum zone or the extra monster zone, and everything's face up in the extra deck. So the only place your pendulums can go is that zone that's currently being occupied. So the ability to do the extra pendulum summon is just it doesn't work. It could have worked if the extra monster zone didn't exist, and I bet that's probably how it originally worked, where you'd be able to get Zephyrath on the field and then bring everyone else back, and it'd be like super cool. But it doesn't work like that anymore. It doesn't work like that at all. He just takes up the whole area. It's like, all right, guys, you can come out now. All right, come on, pendulum summon. You guys can come out. All right, what was I doing? Oh, yeah, we can get rid of this. We don't need this. All right. It's time. There we go. We can get rid of 1, 2, 3. What else is there? 4. And then do I need to get rid of this card? This card can attack your so all of these lines, basic Earthbound Immortal stuff. Once per turn, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to half of this card's defense. But this card cannot attack. But if this card's in defense position, your opponent cannot conduct their battle phase. Ooh. But that would mean you'd have to be able to summon this card and then get it into defense position. Not having a battle phase is kind of cool, and just being able to slowly burn them is also kind of cool. But, you know, there's nothing preventing it from being targeted by effects, right? Unless you have, like, I think the field spell protects them, right? But they have, like, innate protection. I don't know, it's fine, at least. I don't know if I need it. During a turn in which your opponent has activated a monster effect in their hand or graveyard, you can activate this card from your hand. Target one monster your opponent controls, return to the hand/extra deck. Then if you have no traps in your graveyard, your opponent can special summon one monster from their graveyard. If you activated this card from your hand, you cannot activate the effects of light or dark monsters for the rest of the duel. So, at best, it is a hand trap that allows you to spin an opponent's monster. Well, not spin, I guess it's more like a bounce. Like, spin is if it gets sent back to the deck, and technically it gets sent back to the extra deck, but I mean, that's what happens if an extra deck monster gets sent to the hand, so it's kind of just return this card to the hand. It's kind of like emergency escape device, right? Whatever that card's called. You just return a card to the hand, and then also you get floodgated like crazy. And also it has a specific requirement that it only allows you to use it if your opponent has already used a hand or graveyard effect. Which most likely is going to be something that happens in a modern duel, obviously. But, you know, also the if you don't have any traps in your graveyard, your opponent can then bring back a monster from their graveyard, which ideally wouldn't happen. But like, it feels like you need to have setup already for this to be good. I don't know. It's probably good. I just don't want it. So that's enough for 50. I was hoping one of them would be shiny and I just wouldn't notice. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, that gets another extra 5. No, nothing like that. Okay, let me check the rarity of the Gen X at least. I bet there's a lot of a lot of unnecessary URs. Like, this does not need to be an SR. I mean, it's fine, I guess, but I mean, like, this card's a UR, and that's kind of expensive. This card doesn't need to be a UR. This card doesn't need to be a UR. This card's fine being a UR, but it's good that this cards are rare at least. What are the other new cards? Is this there's this card. Is this card so this guy where what? Oh, this card. Arginex Undine, Arginex Turing, and then the Link monster, and this card. Well, the only cards that are really new, but they allow you to, like, mainly the Link monster is what puts everything together, where it's like the Link monster makes it so that every time you add a Gen X monster to your hand, you can then, like, was it normal, or I think it's normal summon another Gen X monster, which works pretty well because a lot of Gen X monsters have effects that add cards from your deck to your hand. Like, which ones though? I know this card does. I know. Hold on. What is the effect again? If a Gen X monster is added to your hand except by drawing, you immediately after this effect resolves normal summon one Gen X monster. What cards have the search effects again? Okay, this card special summons. Okay, this card searches. That doesn't help. Control Jack's monster, you special synchro of your hand. Synchro summon. That also doesn't search. Oh wait, this card adds to the hand. Okay, so you get like normal summon, search for Undyne, then use Undyne to search for controller, then special summon controller, but then it stops there. That'd be the problem. What about the new one? I guess this card doesn't search. Who else searches? This card pretty much has the effect of the Link 1, but slower and not as good. Okay, this card searches. Changes attribute. Okay, this card searches. So there's like this guy, this guy, this guy. What was the other one? Like this card? No. This card? This card. So like a bunch of cards that just like upon normal summon search for a card, and then you can use that effect to then normal summon a different card, then normal summon a different card, then normal summon a different card, until you have like a crazy huge board, and then you can go into all kinds of synchro monsters. It does seem kind of NR friendly, actually. So I do have an extra deck slot at the moment. Let me check to see what this looks like. Related cards. So it's this card. I guess this card too. This card? During the end phase. Oh, okay, never mind. This card. Destroyed by battle, no. I guess this card just because, you know, it's good. I guess you'd also want Undyne. Maybe like just 2 of them. What does this card do? Okay, that one definitely. And then you'd also need like all these cards though, like this guy and 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 this guy. This is where the extra deck is where it becomes a problem. I think this guy's a summoning animation. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's like 4 URs, and that's only if you have like 1 of each. Oh, and I forgot about this guy. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card, then activate an effect depending... Wait, isn't this one actually kind of decent? Yeah, this one's alright, I guess. What other cards search? Not that card. I know this card doesn't. I know this card. This card just gains attack, which in an earlier format, it's like, oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, my dark monsters have strong attack! Not that card. I mean, maybe that card. Wait, hold on a second. Okay, actually, I think this card does work, because it returns a card to your hand. So it adds a card to your hand, technically, right? Like, technically, it's adding a card to your hand by putting it from the field to your hand, and then you can normal summon it again. So you can, like, use the, So, these aren't once per turns, right? I think they just assumed that since it's a normal summon, odds are it's only going to happen once per turn. Yeah. So they're not once per turn. It's like this card can search out like this card or this card, and then this card can search out this card, and then this card can search out this card, and then this card can search out, I guess it can search out this card, this card. That's pretty much it. Surely there's other searchers. It might just be that, though. I guess this guy. He's not dark. Oh, he is dark. Why is he dark? I'm interested. I'll say that at least. Like this deck is really. I do like Gen X a lot. No. Yeah, I guess that kind of works in terms of just getting the right attributes, because a lot of these cards have specific attributes. I don't know if they even work that well. Like I don't know if you even need this card is the question. Like not the question, is the problem. Is it a problem? I don't know. How many fires are even in this deck? There's 3 plus 3 is 6, but you need them all to be fire. That doesn't really work because, they're not all fire. Like if it was Gen X controller plus one or more monsters, including a fire monster, then that card would be pretty easy to summon. So it just does burn damage. All it does is burn. I do not need that. 8 and like, how do you even summon this card? Because it's 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. But they all need to be wind, so that doesn't work either. So that's not going to work. Doesn't this require them all to be dark? Where are the dark monsters going to come from? Where are the dark monsters going to come from? This card's earth. This card's light. This card's dark, but he's also a tuner. Tuner. Uh, this card, tuner. This card, wind. I guess you could just have some of the dark monsters in here. Like, is there like a fire level 2 or something? It's a 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess no, it doesn't really work. I guess because I don't think there's any Gen X that actually just search for level 5, right? That would work in theory, I guess, because this card can be summoned without tributing. Is there anything that can search for this card? Not dark. It's not level 3. It's not level 4. That doesn't help. That doesn't help at all. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I did not learn anything in that time. And that might be disappointing. But I did not learn anything. Like, hmm. Do you need to have an attribute? A corn in my teeth. So, let's try and banish one Jetix monster from your graveyard. This card gains that monster's attribute. Then if you banish a tuner to activate that effect, you can treat this card as a tuner until the end of that turn. So that doesn't help either. Unless you have a level 4 fire, right? This card also doesn't work. Like, they all need to be the same attribute is the problem. I'm not sure how you accomplish that. Like, do you... Okay. Google. Gen, oh my god. I love when I'm typing something and then it decides you're no longer in the text box. I've decided you're no longer typing. What do they put in here? Birdman. Okay, all the cards that I have in there. I guess do I have what is where is he? That one card, this guy. One level 1. Oh, I guess that card. I mean, you might not even need 3 of some of these, but do they have 3 of this guy? They do. A lot of these, all these cards are in Japanese, so I can't really read them too well. I know what they are. There's like one card that I don't recognize. Why do they have double? Why do they have double summon? That's odd. Are you sure you're right in the head? Double summon? That doesn't seem necessary. This person has that one, the guy with the handout. This guy. Why would you have this card? Why would you have this guy? That also seems unnecessary. How do you get the synchros out? How do you get the right attributes? Why do you have gimmick puppets? What is this? How are they getting the attributes? Actually, what is that? Well, okay, why are there Sky Strikers? Why are you playing Sky Strikers? What are you? Why are you? Why is everyone insane? There's the card. I still have no idea what it is though. I don't even know what type of card that is. Okay, this is gimmick puppets again. This is that gimmick puppet one. Okay, it's a fusion deck. Why are you playing Why are you playing fusions? Just tell me what this card is. Dear God, those are Zephyrs. Why? No, you do not need Zephyr cards in Gen X deck. Okay, machine duplication, theoretically a good card in this, but what the hell is that card? Okay, they have what's it called? Would you be this card? Why? Why? But why though? Okay, where's the image that I came here for? Paragenic Control, Ancient Fairy, Chaos Angel, Psychic and Punisher, Extra Infinite Impermanence, Magical Mid Breaker Field, Crossout Designator, Call by the Grave Effect. Is it Magical Mid Breaker Field? Is that what that card is? Magical Mid Breaker Field? That's not how you spell that. That's not even close. Well, actually, it's pretty close. Yeah, I get it's a UR. Why? But but why? Huh? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? No, there's no way that's the card they all have. That's the card. Why do they all have that card? How does that help you? How are you summoning the locomotive card? If, but, 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 this card's light. Okay, there's a 3. Here's a tuner. Here's a tuner right here. Uh, Bam, that's also a tuner. This card's tuner. This card's wind. Why is it? Of course he's wind. Of course. Great. That's really great. Okay, this card's level 7, so that does work. You can do it that way. Like this works fine because it's really just Undyne plus controllers. That works. There's no problem there. Geogenics. We probably have a level 3, I guess. Maybe. It's a fire type. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Never mind. This is level 2. He's not Earth. How are they getting past the attribute issue? None of the deck. Okay, what if I look up like, do they have deck lists in game? I should be looking at like in the game. Hold on a second. I forgot they have deck lists in the game. I don't need to go on Google Images like a caveman. I remember the Flintstones episode where they went on Google and tried looking how to build a Blue Eyes deck. That episode wasn't very good. How do you even find this? Public deck search. Gen X. I hope it's not case sensitive. It might be case sensitive. Oh, that works a lot better. Oh, that's pretty useful. Oh, I thought they had like an actual like DD deck, but no, I'm the only person building a DD deck. It's only me, baby. Yeah, it's only me, baby. I'm the only one. It's only all me. How? That's not even in the game yet. Wait, how do you have a clown crew deck? What? Why are you building a clown crew deck? Hey, what'd you say? How's that possible? I'm getting distracted. EF Gen X. Search. Okay. Hand trap, hand trap. Here's the searcher. They also have this card. Why do you have why this card? But but Okay, I guess they don't have. Oh, no, they do have. No, they do have. They do have this card. How are you summoning that card though? Maybe through this? Because 5, 6, 7, 8. That does work. Like if you were to I don't know. There's probably a way to do it where you can go into Cataster. Or like Quantum Dragon or something. Maybe not Quantum Dragon, but I guess this card right here. Yeah, you can go like Cyber's Quantum Dragon, then get Turing out, and then go into Locomotion. They don't have um, a lot of the other Gen X cards, because I get everyone, all the deck lists on Google have just all of them. I'm guessing it's because they're trying to sell the cards, so they're probably people who just think, oh, these cards are in the archetype. They have Gen X in the name. I will put them in the deck. But that doesn't make sense because the actual main deck seems like it's like pretty regular. What is this, like Pot of Greed? What is this? It's a no. I was gonna say Baron de Fleur, but I forgot that Baron de Fleur is not banned. It's only banned in the TCG. It seems kind of expensive. All right, so before I get distracted again and again, we're gonna craft this card. Magnificent. But what if? What if? Well, it's already set as my deck, so I should be able to just go. I'm gonna lose, but hopefully I can do something. So presumably I will be able to put up a better fight than I have done with the previous deck list. Oh boy. So Tenpai, maybe Numeron, maybe Mikanko. What else is there? All right, normal summon. Vulko Hatsudo. Search for emergency teleport. Going to activate emergency teleport. We're going to special summon Serene Psychic Girl. Going to activate her effect. We're going to banish DD Sprite. And we can't use that effect. We can bring out this card, I guess. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sure, DD Telephone. Then right there. Maybe I should have banished these cards. It should be fine. Because then I could have brought back this guy. It'd be another 5, but I don't have another 5. You have 4 and then a 5, but I don't have a 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, or 5, 6, 7, 8, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna do a 6. And 6 plus 5 is 11. No, there's a tuner though. Which one do we go for is the question. I guess this card? Then I guess I can activate this card and then these two. No, it's no wait, no, hold on a second. She's not a tuner. I forgot. She's not a tuner. Why was I so convinced she was a tuner? There we go. Wait, no, no, god damn it, they're banished. What am I thinking? Oh, I screwed up. I should not have activated that card. They could have been in the graveyard. I could have gone to the Ultimate Axon Kicker. I am so stupid. Because I thought it was I thought my turn was done, and then I realized Psychic and Punisher, and I just went for it. Forgot about this card. It's a pretty big deal. IDD post. Huh? That's not gonna work. That's an interesting thing to do. But sure. I'm not sure if you'd care about that if you're playing pendulums, though. Like all your monsters would go to the extra deck. They wouldn't even go to the graveyard, right? Like, why would you care? If you're like you don't, why would you care? I guess it's just using it because you know, like I don't know. It seems unnecessary. I mean, might as well, I guess, but like, what else do you have? Okay, is it just actual Entamento? No, nope, Supreme King. Wait, Supreme King do people even play these two together? I guess they're both related to Odd Eyes, right? But oh, huh. What are the odds that they have Alright. I'm hoping they do not have Drowning Mirror Force. Surely they don't have Drowning Mirror Force, right? You're joking! What? Oh, never mind. Never mind, I guess. Synchro summon cards unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Never mind. False alarm. Magician pendulum card, get hound face up. Extra. Wait, what? Okay, that was such a that sounded like such a forced laugh. I swear that was genuine. That's like the type of laugh you'd hear. Okay, I'm thinking Final Fantasy X. That's what's clouding my. That's what's like coming up in my head, and that's what's causing this thought to pop up. But I'm thinking like that laugh sounded like the voice acting you'd hear from like a really bad localization for a JRPG. Ah ha ha! You're so silly! Ah ha ha! Take this seriously! Take this seriously, hero! The world's at stake! I know, but we gotta laugh sometimes! Ah ha ha ha! Isn't that literally... That's actually just Final Fantasy X, though. Isn't that, like, pretty much exactly what happened in that scene? Just, ah ha ha! We gotta laugh sometimes! Ah ha ha ha! You are going second. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. I don't know why that guy wanted me to go first. I don't know. I guess probably less because it was an OTK deck and more just because it's a bad deck and they need the extra draw. Okay, so we can normal summon. Actually, we can like normal summon, add to hand like another Morganite. Oh my god, it's Shibuya Hajime. This deck can be really good if the person playing it knows how to play it. Like if they don't, also it takes a while. By being a really combo heavy deck, it takes a while. This is the link that searches for the field spell. The link one that searches for the field spell, everyone. Say hello to the link one that searches for the field spell. They really hyped up this field spell in the anime. Like he, like, wasn't it like when that character started using this card? I guess it's probably not. I'm probably not doing a good job at hiding who it is. It's kind of obvious. But like he just started Duel, and then he'd throw out this card, and then it would like cut away, and then it would like cut back, and like he would have already won, and the person he's facing would be like, "Gah, where'd you get that power from? Why are you so strong?" But like they just show him using this card, and then it'd be like, "Oh, it's all over once this card's out." They seem to be doing it. They seem to be doing it for real, for real. I'm kind of glad I don't play hand traps. I can just watch. See, so that is it's the was it like Wind Phoenix Pegasus or something? Wind Pegasus? Oh, okay. It's not the Adagnister card. What is Oh, it is a Pegasus. Wind Pegasus. I'm so smart. But this card's lower rarity, isn't it? They seem to be playing a pretty low rare except for backup secretary Adagnister or whatever her name is. Backup Adagnister. What's it called again? Is it backup secretary? Well, just backup Adagnister, but it is backup secretary. Link is it this card banned in some format aside from Genesis? Is this gonna be the Dark Templar, Dark Knight? I don't think those are his. Yeah, those aren't his arrows. His arrows are the same as Decode Talker's for some reason. For some mysterious reason, for whatever reason, they're like the same arrows and look very similar. I wonder what that could mean. So, as far as I can tell, none of these cards negate. I don't think Adagnister is really a heavy negate focused deck. I don't really know a lot about some of the specific cards. I've watched Hajime play this deck a lot, but I kind of just it's kind of easy to tune out some of the intricacies when you're watching something in Japanese. Like, you don't really fully understand everything they're saying, so it's like, oh yeah, that works, sure. Yeah, that card, I know that card. That card gets used for a link summon. You then bring out the Firewall Defender, and then when Firewall Defender gets used for a link summon, it revives itself. So it's like 3 link materials in one. But that card's really good. But have they used? They've already used their normal summon, haven't they? It started with this card, so that was a normal summon. And unless they have a card that can special summon, I do not see how they're getting the Firewall out on the field. Protect Code Talker. That protects their Link 4 or higher's, right? Yeah, Link 4 or higher. I don't... I'd like to see them go into... Was it? Not, it's not Singularity. Singularity's Firewall Dragon. The Arrival. That's the Link 6, right? Is it Link 5? I think it's Link 6. Link 5s are kind of common. It's the Link 6s that are really, really rare. Was it like only Singularity and the Arrival? Those are the only Link 6 cards? Rich? Okay. Let's see. Are they actually going to Ritual Summon? Oh, okay. Well, ain't that something? How did you how did you do that again? I wasn't paying attention. Oh. I did not I've looked at ways to do Cyberse ritual stuff. I for some reason never realized that this card by itself can do a ritual summon. That is very cool. This is very cool. Okay, what card did the fusion summon there? Oh yeah, okay, I forgot. This card is a fusion effect. That is... okay. Does that card need to be a UR? Seems kind of excessive. I guess it has a negate effect, but like it banishes itself to negate it, you know? There we go. There's the boy. There's the boy. Oh, there's the boy. Is he double? Okay, he's only linked once at the moment, though. Okay, wizard. Okay. So he's gonna bring back Protect Code Talker, and then bring out Wizard, and then search for a card. Chi-chi! This deck is so cool. I don't care if I lose. This deck is awesome. Okay, X Code Talker. You rarely see that guy. These main monster zones equal number of... oh, it's like Ojama King. It's only one though. So he doesn't have any negates at the moment though, right? He has like a spin, right? But he doesn't really have any negates available. So we're going to use Morgana to start. And I'm pretty sure her search goes off whether or not she gets returned to the hand. Okay, he's smart enough not to try to bounce my card right there. I'm going to use both of these. I'm guessing they're just getting the option for Firewall Dragon right there. Because again, I don't think they have any negates available. Then we can go for Mind Procedure. Activate Mind Procedure. We can search for... They might spin... Okay, never mind. Can go for Serene Psychic Girl. Assuming they won't stop me. There we... okay, there we go. There's the negate. I forgot it was from the graveyard, too. Okay. I think we synchro and then we do future visions. Probably, yeah, okay, there's the spin. They could do like 2 of them, right? Or 3. Yeah, they're co-linked 3 times, so they can return 3 cards. But if they do that, actually, it doesn't matter if I bring this card out, because they have enough to OTK right now. I don't know if this helps me. I don't think this helps me. I don't know why they're returning Mind Procedure, though. Like, that doesn't really help them. Activate this. It doesn't matter because they have enough to win, but like it's like it doesn't help me to have it in my hand. But it's odd. You'd think they'd go for one of their own cards before they go for one of my cards. Like there's a possibility that they thought that they could add it to their hand, but I doubt that. I feel like this person seems to know what they're doing. I don't think this person thought, oh, I could take their mind. I don't think they don't seem like the type of person who get that wrong. Again, this person seems to know more about Cyberse than I do. So, like, again, I'd be willing to believe that they know what they're doing. So they did forget about Future Visions. However, do they have a Synchro level 5? Because it doesn't matter. Have they? No, they just normal summoned. But I assume that card can special summon. Oh my god. I was gonna say, okay, I was gonna say, why continue comboing if you can win, but if you're going for the Link 6, I can fully understand. Like that's fair. doing it for the style points to gain the Link 6, that's totally fair. And then they stop there. They don't try to combo further. Really, for style points to getting the Link 6, which is, I don't know why they're going for all the attacks though, but whatever. You get 3 URs. That'd be enough for another one. If I get those 3 UR points, then I can get another UR card without having to dismantle Gen X controller. Which to me, I really don't need. I really don't need. I really do not need the what's it called? I do not need the Gen X deck. If I'd rather put materials towards like my Insect Queen deck at the moment. Hmm. これはまずいです。最悪です。この手札。It's a small world after all. Droll and Lockbird, also known in Japanese. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's also just called Droll and Lockbird. Don't quote me on that, though. How small could the world possibly be? What? Huh? Foolos? What's it just sitting there for? Oh, Speedroid. Speedfoid. What if it's called Speedfoid? And they're all like women. Like it was like a waifu deck. Kind of based. Not okay, not kinda. I have not seen anyone. I've watched so many people, so many Master Duel streams in the past like month or so, like hours and hours and hours. I haven't seen anyone play Speedroid. Like it's good, obviously. Speedroid is a good deck. I've seen people use Speedroid cards, but I haven't seen anyone just play Speedroid, which is sad because it's a really cool deck. I'm fine. You know what? I'm fine with. Again, this is another duel. I'm fine with losing because it's Speedroid. How often do you get to say Speedroid? Did he pendulum summon? I wasn't paying attention. I'm talking so much stuff about like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I haven't been paying attention. I don't think they pendulum summoned. They destroyed their own cards, didn't they? Okay, there we go. Okay, that's what happened. Then they used another tuner to go into from the level 7 into level 8. Are they going to? No, they're not going to excel synchro, right? Be cool if they did though. Level 4 and level 4. That'd be a level 8. Or level 5? No. Level 5. Glider number 2. This one's also a tuner. I don't. Because 5 plus 4 is 9, right? What level they were. Okay, there we go. Level. What? That looks so silly. That's a great card, but that looks so goofy. Why did it like bounce? Oh my god. Okay, but I don't have any cards on my field, so they can't destroy anything. That's very much a. I guess it's nice to have your cards back, but you know, actually a lot of. I mean, a lot of speedroids have I almost said gamer effects. A lot of speedroids have graveyard effects, right? I guess I will start by using. I'm gonna try to bait out a negate. I don't know what would be the best for that. So I need emergency teleport to go through. I think let's just go for emergency teleport right now. I don't. There's no way they don't have. Like odds are. Never mind. Going to go into Serene. Activate Serene. Anything? 5. During the main phase, you can special summon stars during your extra deck. Synchro summon. Your opponent special summons a monster. You control clearing monster. Get advantage card for your graveyard. Oh, okay. That doesn't really. I mean, Clear Wing has a negate, right? Not this one. That one has the negate. I will banish this card. And special summon procedure. Activate mine. It does post activate. It does. Good. Host goes here. Procedure will search for, I guess, this card. Then Silent Psychic Magician. I think they can negate Silent Psychic Magician, and that's the problem. Or Hushed Psychic. No, Silent Psychic Magician. I think they can negate this, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess. Yes. It's like if a 5 or higher monster or targets. It doesn't destroy either. I'm not targeting a level 5 or higher monster. Wait, what? Guess I'll use this. Emergency. There's emergency escape. You have to go into this card, though. This card and this card. They're probably going to change my attack to 0. That's what this guy does. Yeah. That card doesn't summon itself. I haven't normal summoned yet. What are my options here? I could try to get this card back in the deck. Is this card banished from the field? Hand or graveyard? I guess we'll use this and we'll banish Telephon. I'm pretty sure Telephon activates... No, Telephon banishes when it's face up on the field, so it doesn't do anything. This card can just turn the attack to 0 again, and this guy only stops certain types of summons in very specific circumstances. You have game though, right? Do they? 25,000. I'm pretty sure this is... Wait, can they negate this? Oh, it's still negated, never mind. Why? Huh? That's weird. You could have won this turn. I don't know why you're dragging it out. I guess this card. There we go. I don't know why you put your card in defense position. Oh no! Okay, what now? Please go in like a level 8 and get rid of this card. This one's annoying. This card's annoying. Come on. Do they have a level 9? I don't think they have a level 9. Oh. I'm pretty sure this guy's a negate though. Monster effect is activated, can negate the activation to destroy that monster. That's not the card I wanted to draw. We have this card. I can just set this. And I'm pretty sure I can attack. And then I can banish this card, hopefully. I'm pretty sure this card would negate it, though. Oh-ho! Oh-ho! Oh. Dude, come on, really? Yeah, that's unnecessary. So I don't know why they always feel the need to be like, I need to go overkill, I need to crush you. It's like, this isn't an anime. You don't need to do like a crazy finish. Like you know, I'm not actually like I'm not actually like Demon Lord Zork. You know, I'm like I'm not actually like what's another good example? I'm not like Dawn Thousand. You know, I'm not actually gonna like destroy the universe. You don't need to like destroy me. Like, you don't need to do overkill for the sake of showing the power of friendship. You know, it's an online game. It's fine. You don't need to have the I will destroy you completely. Ah! I won't let you destroy my world. We're gonna bait the negate. Actually, no. Because I do want... Ideally, I'd have Chaos Mirage Dragon. It's a normal summon. Do they have Ash Blossom? I guess I could banish this card. Bring out this card. Then use this card. Search for this card. Then, this is a pretty typical combo. This one's pretty easy. Assuming I can do it, but if I can do this combo, then... Assuming they might have Nibiru. You probably have Nibiru. 5, 6, 7. We want to go for 7. So we're not going to change your level. With this, we can go into both Axon Kicker and Psychic End Punisher. Guess we use this now. Should have used that earlier, really, but whatever. My god. Okay, then we can use Chaos Mirage Dragon. Normal summon. Activate Chaos Mirage Dragon to revive Zeta. Revive Zeta. Then Psychic and Punisher. Here we go. Then end. I am very curious to see what they're playing. That's horrifying. That statue's moving. What does mine do? Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Can you make this go away, please? Nightmare Hands? Is it Hecatonkir? Hazamina? That's Hecatonkir. I categorically refuse to call it Hecka Hands. It's Hecatonkir. Isn't this deck, like, really strong? This is the, I think they call it in Japanese the NTR deck sometimes. Don't quote me on that. Or do. And if I were Yoshikage Kira, oh boy. Oh boy. Look, oh boy. Oh baby. Oh boy. Yeah, because they do that. It's like, what is it? No top 3 cards, special summon 1 excavated monster your field, also shuffle the rest into the deck. I don't know if many of my cards would be very useful. Like, I doubt you have any, I guess that lets you synchro summon a level 9? Well, she could change her level, so you could go into Barone, right? Hands, special summon Lucius Podcast Master in her graveyard. There's no way this person does not have Barone, right? Yeah, right there. They're gonna go into Barone de Fleur. I'm calling it. Why else would they go for the level 8? Even though I'm pretty sure this card can... She can change her own level. So you didn't even need to do that. At all. What's your opponent's hand? Hand. Ah, hand. Oh, hand. I get it. Oh, I get it. So they're going to go into their fusion monster and then Baron de Fleur, right? Yeah, because they're keeping these guys on the field. He's going to summon Baron de Fleur. I just know it. I mean, he's probably not illusion locked, right? Is this card unaffected? Is he just going to keep trying to take control of my Psychic and Punisher? Not be destroyed by card effects. Why? Huh? Hold on a second. And target monster opponent controls. Attack directly. Sure. It's a permanent attack increase. There's no reason not to. Yeah, they can just attack directly, I guess. Because they can't destroy monsters by battle anyways. And they can't be destroyed by battle, right? So it's an OTK deck? It's an OTK deck on top of being a take control of all your opponent's monsters? I hear people complaining about the take control of your opponent's monsters stuff. I feel like the just attacking directly is also kind of annoying. You don't hear people talk about that, though, for some reason. Whoa! Why? Why face down? Oh, I guess because he wants... Okay, burn damage, I guess. Morgana no Koka Hatsuda! That's also unnecessary. Like, sure. If this can work... Then... Oh. That's unnecessary. That's already unnecessary. That's a joke. It's a joke. That is an annoying deck to go against, though. I'm fine with your opponent taking control of my, but the direct attacks, like, I don't know, man. I don't know about the direct attacks or the just cheat out. Because if my extra deck wasn't as, I have cards that are completely, like, a lot of cards that are pretty useless by themselves. So, I mean, if it was a deck where you have a bunch of like really insanely powerful generic monsters in both your extra deck and your main deck, that'd just be kind of like, oh yeah, I just cheat out Baron de Fleur or something. Haha, I can negate everything. I could see how that'd be annoying. Too bad I hard countered by being stupid and also by gaining life gaining just enough life points to to be able to survive all that. Just complete dumb luck. Stupid luck even, perhaps. Okay, well, so oh, the pass. I forgot it's a pass. 25 damn. How many am I one off? Am I one UR short? Am I like 30, 20? Oh my god. Oh my god. Of course, 29. 29. No, you have 30. You have 29. Of course. Of course. They're always conspiring against me. Yeah, that's annoying. Why would I want to get rid of a card? Why would I want to dismantle a UR card for one when I only need one of the material? I only need one. Only one. I always forget to check chat. What the hell? I just looked at what are these nonsense? What are these nonsense? Hold on. Man, this app is awful. No, that's not what I want. There we go. That works. Let's do it. Wait, no, hold on. There's a new deck I made that I want to show off. Let's go like Gem Knights has been my go-to for testing stuff. For some reason, I found that the level 3 is a lot harder than the 4 and 5. Because the level 3 is only like basic Gem Knight stuff for the most part. Like they summon that one, there's like a big, huge beat stick fusion monster that has like 3,900 attack or something. It might be 2,000. I'm pretty sure it's like 3,000, like around 3,000 or more. And it's just a vanilla beat stick. And for some reason that card always causes me problems, and they can just consistently summon it like every single turn. Well, these decks try to like put in like Vylons, and it just destroys whatever consistency they might have had. Okay, going first. The Mummy deck. Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Lee Cronin's The Master Duel. This card, one card, special summon this card. I guess that works. Just face up. I guess we can activate this. Ideally, we'd have this card because you'd have 3,000 defense. But Deslakuta could draw one. You just have like 2,100 defense. Let's set Deslakuta. This is not a good showcase of this deck, by the way. This is not a good showcase of this deck. Oh boy. But joke's on you. I get to draw one card. I'm gonna draw one card. Not this one. It's gonna be another one. Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. Oh, draw one card. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Set this guy. But I can destroy your monster with a Deslakuta. Deslakuta that could kill Blue Eyes White Dragon. And every turn, I get to use him to draw one. Every turn, I get to use this guy to draw one card. This is not usually how this is supposed to go, but you can draw one card with Deslakuta. My 3,500 attack Deslakuta and my 4,500 attack Wandering Mummy. This is not how this is typically supposed to go, but this works. You can always default to Mummy Beatdown if your opponent lets it happen, and if you have enough of these cards. I don't know what fusion monster you could hope to defeat my guys with. Idiot. This is not how this is supposed to go, by the way. I could draw one card. I can go for a draw. Ooh, do I have level 5 synchro? I'm pretty sure I do. I do not. Isn't there like a level 5 Mayakashi? I should go for that. I should try for that. So what we're going to do is normal summon Glow Up Bloom. This is completely... I'm trying to show this deck off. So I have to do stuff like this. I don't want to have to do this. Glow Up Bloom no Koka Hatsudo. Which card? I guess this card? Activate. Special summon. Activate. Search. I don't have enough room. I don't have enough room for all the Call of the Haunted. Set 2 of them. Can't use them this turn, but I never thought that room, like just having too much stuff on the field, I didn't think that would be a problem. All right, just direct attack with Deslakuta. So that was a bit rough. But that's kind of the general idea. There is the Pumpkin engine without Pumpkin. I mean, there's the Pumpkin Ixis, but I don't have the baseline Pumpkin card because it's just too expensive. Let's try level 5. Level 4 was too easy. It was a little too easy. You know, they can't... Deslakuta has a lot to deal with, okay? It's a very powerful card. It's a little unfair. They kind of had the odds stacked against them, so I can't judge them too much. Normal summon Unizombie. Soshite Unizombie no Koka Hatsudo. Lebulo Henko Suru. Which card do I send to the graveyard? I guess this card, and I can search for... Wait, no. I could send this card to the graveyard and then summon him. Because then he would have 4,000 attack, and that is pretty good. Activate. This might be bad. I might not be playing this right. So then again, I don't think there's a right way. There's no manual for mummies. This is entirely unnecessary. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it's necessary. I don't know. It feels like it's like, oh man, I wonder. Like it's all Call of the Haunted. Like you're not gonna like trick your opponent by like it's the same card. You know, they're not gonna like. It doesn't matter. Like, if it was, like, set 3 different cards or something, you have to shuffle them around. It's like, okay, that makes sense. But it's like, it's 3 copies of Call of the Haunted. Like, no matter what they pick, it's going to be Call of the Haunted. Maybe it's if you have, like, other set cards. Maybe it lets you swap those around. Alright. Let's see if Endless Decay works. I have not tested this yet. I actually don't know if this works the way I think it does. It does. Fantastic. There we go. 4,000 attack. He's on the level of the gods. That doesn't really help me very much right now. However, I have a plan. Living Dead の呼び声。メドゥサを特殊召喚。そして、ユニゾンビの効果を発動。リプラから、マミを去って、そして、デケから、Wait. No, it should be fine. Baldroko. Actually, I don't know what his Japanese name is. Baldrock. Baldrock. You can go into this card. We can return at least one of our Call of the Haunteds. I wouldn't Call the Haunted. This is also unnecessary. I could synchro into... No, this could work. 5, 6, 7, 8. So then I can just bring back Endless Decay. Can banish a card from their graveyard. I can just banish. I don't think there's no way they can get back Rescue Rabbits. It doesn't matter too much, but I can use Call of the Haunted to revive Endless Decay, and this way he'll be back to having 4,000 attack. Then I can return these two Call of the Haunted. I do not want to negate my own monster's effects. I can use this card, pitch Unizombie. Return these two. These ones aren't doing anything. I can set these two and discard this card to search for another copy of Call of the Forgotten just to thin out my deck a little bit and to fill up my graveyard. And that's enough. Imagine if you're playing, like, or I guess it wouldn't matter too much, but imagine if you were playing against like a Rome Age deck, and they had like 50 billion life points, and then you had like like a Endless Decay with like 25 billion attack. It wouldn't matter too much because at that point I don't know, like you have no hope, but theoretically. That's a big number. It's a pretty big number. I've already played all these. And I beat Tenny with mummies. Probably not. Most likely not. Odds are against me. Odds are very slim. Odds aren't terrible. They're not great, but they're not terrible. Activate Snake Hair. A lot of these mummies aren't really doing anything. They're the whole reason this deck exists, but they're not really doing anything. Bro thinks he's on the team, pretty much. But the whole deck. Can I set 3 of them? I'm pretty sure I can set 3 of them. You're never going to guess what these set cards are once I flip them around and turn them all upside down. Now we have no way of knowing what's what. Can, hold on. Can Procession... Where's in your hand? It's only from the hand. So we have to send Glow Up Bloom. Activate Glow Up Bloom. I don't know what we're going to search for. Oh, no. Hold on. Wait, no. I know, never mind. 6, 7, 8, 9. You can go to level 11. We discard another card from the hand. Let's discard Poison Mummy. And we can special summon this card by discarding Wandering Mummy. And then we can go into this card. This card is super rare. If a Link monster in your possession. This card is special summon from the graveyard can activate this effect. This turn, this card is unaffected. So if this card gets destroyed, and I bring it back with Call of the Haunted, you won't be able to target it for one turn. Ain't that something? This card's definitely, it's definitely reasonable that this is an SR and not a normal or a rare or anything of that sort. This definitely, absolutely deserves to be a super rare. Link monster in your possession is destroyed. Well, this card is in the graveyard. Get banish one zombie monster special summon this card. And then it can't be destroyed by effects. I could... Hold on. Did they special summon this, right? Yang Jing. I don't know where I stopped this. That's the problem. I could stop him here, right? Let me summon Stare of the Snake Eyes, or Stare of the Snake Hair. Because for some reason, they decided they can't just call the card Medusa. Just like how Cyclops had to be Hitotsume Giant, or a Centaur had to become Mystical Horseman, or a Minotaur's Battle Ox. You can't just call them the actual name, because, I don't know. Oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. We have normal summoned, right? Okay, so I don't think mummies are going to be able to defeat Tenyi. I don't want to sound defeatist. I don't think this is going to work, though. I don't think me reviving Unizombie or Poison Mummy is gonna help me much at this point in time. How many copies of that do you have? It's a normal. This card's like a super rare in Duel Links. Oh. That's not good. That's the one thing I don't want to happen. I was hoping you'd destroy it. Oh. Well, that's not working. That's not working at all. Alright. We have to change. Mummies aren't working. In my defense, I didn't spend any resources on this deck aside from NR material. I didn't spend any resources on that deck. At all. None whatsoever. So I don't feel too bad. Can this deck work? What if I just prevent them from using the extra deck? What if I'm lucky enough to be able to just straight up lock them out of the extra deck? What would they do if they didn't have an extra deck? Probably still a decent amount of stuff, if I'm being honest. That's not good. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. That's actually, like, terrible. I had to return... Alright, search for this card. I don't know what we're going to return to the deck, though. Because this card's going to get destroyed, most likely. I would want this card for a draw, too. I would want this card for protection. I guess we can get rid of March. Then we can use this card. We just have to pass there. We have everything set up for next turn. So we hopefully on the draw... Actually, just to pray for a draw 2 to work out, but... And pray... Just pray that we can draw... Just pray that we draw like a level 7 or 8 monster. There's a level 6 Yangjing, right? Oh. Oh. Oh, then the one that negates stuff. When it activates a monster effect, you can banish it. Huh. I don't think that Morgana effect is gonna do much. Huh. That's not good. Oh, that's also really not good. Okay. It didn't happen. It just didn't happen. It's always annoying when you're playing a deck with super high level monsters when the problem you encounter isn't that you have too many high level monsters, it's that somehow you don't have any of them. Somehow you just don't draw a single one of them. Search for this card, and we have both of them. We have to do it this way. Special summon June Moon, then double tribute summon, and pray that her attack is enough to just deter any sort of attacks. Or just high it, because she can't be destroyed or targeted by effects. But if my opponent can just attack, then I lose. If my opponent summons like a monster with like 3,000 or more attack, then I just lose. I think I lost. I'm pretty sure I already lost. Because they have the Link 3 that just has 3,000 attack, and they're just going to go into that and just defeat my monster. I don't know why they're doing all that. That's unnecessary. Like, why go into the Link monster? That's not, you don't need to do that. Right, okay, then this also is not working. I don't know why I'm so... I need to beat this guy now at this point. Right, we go Dust on. Right? I don't know, maybe... Wait. I keep every time I end up in a situation like this, I keep thinking, okay, now I go serious mode. And then I see a silly deck and I think, maybe serious mode can wait a little bit. And then I lose. And then I think, I'll go serious mode this next time. And it's an endless cycle until maybe one of the silly decks wins. But that doesn't really happen, ever. Yeah, this is completely just a dead hand. Like, that's the most dead hand I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm just getting the worst luck against this deck. Like, okay, this hand's a lot better. Never mind, they're all scale 3. Every single one of these is scale 3. Never mind, this is a terrible hand. They're all low. There's not a single high scale monster. They're all low scale. How many like high scale? Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6. They're mostly high scale, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3. They're mostly high scale, and I drew one of each of pretty much every single low scale that I have. That's impossible. That's not possible. So there wasn't even any duplicates. Okay, let's see. This is better at least. I guess I'd... Because these cards can only pendulum summon to Morphages. Normal summon this card. Activate Pendulum Witch. Destroy this card. Search for... What's the best low scale option we have? That prevents trap cards from being used. This one prevents tributes for some reason. This one prevents effect damage. So none of those are really useful. The most useful we have is the trap option, but like that's not very useful. Activate Pendulum Witch to put herself in the scale. What about this card? Okay, Tribute. That's not going to help. Put this card here. Pendulum summon this card. Oh, I guess we can pendulum summon. Okay, maybe I think it's from the extra deck that the problems occur. Face up. Face up. Well, I guess they're all face. It's just attack or defense. And then this card will cause my opponent's attack to be awful. I call this deck pure evil for a reason. Okay, it's just barely enough to win. That's fantastic. 50 points off. A 50-point difference. Do I? I think I do. Guess I get rid of this card. Hack position and attack position. I don't have anything that's enough to take this guy out still. So he's just going to slowly start destroying my monster because he has too much attack points. With just this, he's just going to do like beat down on me. There's a 50-point difference. I just need to pray I draw an Amorphage card. I guess that works. I guess that works. I guess that's fine. Sure. Sure. Why not? Let me use my trap card. There we go. There we go. There, this is... Oh. Why do you have a Pot of Greed? Okay, we're good. That doesn't help much. That does not help much. Pendulum Summon. And activate this card. Why do you have the Zephyra card? It's mine. Get that back. Where's the Tenyi come into this again? So they can't use the extra deck, which is good. Please tell me, isn't it just 500? That doesn't even work? They have one Yang Zing in their graveyard. Come on. That's something. I'm gonna use this. Draw 2. That doesn't work. They're both... Why are they both level 2? Why do I somehow have like the only level 2s in this deck? The only cards I cannot Pendulum Summon have arrived. Oh, I can double normal summon, I forgot. Sure. Then I guess this card. And end turn. What do you mean? Oh my god, what do you... No, it's a tribute summon? Sure. Fine, I guess if you want to be petty like that, you can do that. That's fantastic. The only cards I cannot use. Some of the only cards in the entire deck that I can't just readily use. Face up. Really? This duel is going to be long enough. I don't need this bot to stall. This is going to be a nightmare. This is going to be an absolute nightmare. It's like a deck with infinite resources versus a deck that prevents the opponent from doing anything. So they can just constantly summon monsters, but they can't do anything with any of them. But they can just keep walling me out forever. How many cards I have left in they did shuffle 3 back into their deck, so I don't think resources are going to be a problem for them. Okay, that's good. We're going to tribute maybe this card. Can use this. I guess just normal summon this card just to have another tribute fodder. Actually, I guess we can we're going to search for what card is the most attack? I guess Pride does. Yeah, we're gonna go for Pride. And then we can search for another Amorphage. And then place this card in the Pendulum Zone. We can search for Sloth, ideally. No, we do not want to... We actually do not want an Amorphage in the Pendulum Zone. Come on, give me Sloth. I mean, Behemoth is also really good. And we actually... Maybe we go for Behemoth. No, we already normal summoned, right? So we can't... Let's go for Sloth. Because it'd be nice to be able... Wait, no, we could have gone... I forgot I could double normal summon. I could have gone for a Behemoth. That would have been like the perfect lockdown. Alright, is officially completely and utterly hopeless for my opponent at this point. Like, they can continue walling out forever, but they have no chance of winning at all. This is like the ultimate floodgate. Imagine if I had if I actually had a Succumbing Song active. Then I wouldn't even have to worry about all these defense position monsters. I'd be able to attack all of them twice with each of my monsters. There's a genuine chance that I win by deck out. There's a genuine, actual, real chance that I just win by deck out. Okay, 2 useless cards. Fantastic. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, beat Goliath, Goliath, Goliath. Goliath, Goliath. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Let's tribute these two. Goliath. Then we Pendulum Summon. Go for Pride. And I guess we can have this card in defense position. Attack position. Defense position. Sir. Can't use it, but we can have it. And Behemoth, neither player can special summon monster from the extra deck. Like, these cards already... A lot of cards already have that effect, but they have that effect when Pendulum summoned. This card just, when it's on the field... Because theoretically, you could, was like Interdimensional Forwarder or something. If you banish a card and then return it, then it's not Pendulum summoned anymore, right? So theoretically, you could use that to, like, get rid of a card, bring it back, and then suddenly the floodgate's no longer active. However, with Goliath, it's just no extra deck. Extra deck, no good. No extra deck for you. They might have given up. The bot has succumbed to utter despair and hopelessness, as it should, as any good bot should. Splendid. Splendid. Absolutely wonderful. Envy, so cool. Let's get rid of Morgana. Not doing much at the moment. Let's go for another Sloth, I think. Big attack. Me like big attack monster. Big attack monster, good. I guess I could normal summon this card? No, let's pendulum summon. These two. I could a defense position, I guess, but he's gonna have a lot of attack. Never mind, it's 900. Not really a lot of attack. I want to win with Behemoth. I think the trap card effect actually is probably why I'm winning this. I bet all those are trap cards. I just can't use a single one of them. There we go. The power of just preventing your opponent from doing anything, so long as you can get the combo set up. If you can get a Morphage set up, if somehow you can manage to get a Morphage to get its combo work, to get a board set up for a Morphage, for a lot of decks, there's just nothing you can do against it. Like I guess you could like Raigeki could do it. Like just a Raigeki or a Harpy's Feather Duster. Yeah, I guess generic board breakers. Any generic board breaker can win, but it is possible for a Morphage to actually just completely destroy you. But it takes a lot of setup. It has to have the perfect hand, and you have to have an opponent with a very non-perfect hand who doesn't floodgate you who doesn't use board breakers on you at any point, and also doesn't stop your combos at any point, and doesn't destroy your monsters through any other means. And you need to be able to get the attack modifications on the field before your opponent, because otherwise your opponent can just get a strong monster on the field and just steamroll you that way. But it's possible. You can win with a Morphage. It's probably for the best that the Morphage isn't that good, because could you imagine how annoying that? Where's the daily thing? Where's the daily? Wasn't there a daily like solo mission 3 times? Did I already? No. Hmm. All right. I'll probably delete this. All right. I think that's gonna be it. It's gonna be it. So I still have to draw a thumbnail and upload the previous stream. All right. That's it. That's it.